Another thing that I honestly am very mad about. Like, I am so mad about this. Like, to the point... I don't even know
where you're going.
Well, to the point where I'm like, Disney Wish, how dare you? How dare you do this? Well, how's it going, everybody? We just sailed on the Disney Wish for the very first time, and we wanted to do a recap, a review, and also answer your questions.
If you just came across our video, I'm Lacey and this is Justin. We do a lot of lifestyle and travel and Disney on our channel. And as Justin shared, we just got back from a Disney trip on the Wish and Disney World, so we'll link those videos below if that's something you are interested in. So we would love for you guys to stick around and subscribe if you haven't.
Okay, so before we answer your fabulous questions, we're gonna kind of chat about our review, our perspective, our recap. We're gonna talk about things that we loved about the Disney Wish and also things that we didn't like about the Disney Wish. And we'll talk about, as far as the fleet of the ships we've been on, which ship we've liked the best. So let's go ahead and talk about the good things.
For me, I really enjoyed just the entire look and theming of the Wish. It's very different from all the other ships. The colors are very bright. I love everything down to the carpet. I love the different theming throughout it, how they named the different lounges and the theaters, like everything. They brought Disney movies into it, and I thought it was great.
Yeah, I mean, that was the one complaint I think, you know, a lot of people had was,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, it's themed everywhere, and some people aren't for that, but as people who like Disney and
was so cool.
we go to the parks for theming,
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome. It got us excited to go to the parks afterwards because we went to the park after our cruise. I think because it was so different too.
Yeah.
That it was just we expected that it was going to be different.
Right.
So you know, if you sailed on the other ships, you know, by now you obviously know that it's a lot different.
Yeah.
And it really is.
Well, and like the rooms, like I think it's so cool because it was exciting. We didn't know like what kind of room we were gonna get. As far as the other ships, we knew what they look like, and so ours was Moana themed. You know, and they different themes. I think that part of it made it like a little just extra magical.
Yeah.
I love that part of it.
Well, I mean the layout was all different. Everything was so different, and so it was like it's hard to kind of compare other ships. But we just kind of had a different mindset going in, understanding that it was going to be different. But like Lacey said, we were all for the theming. Every single space, you turn a corner and it was just a different look. And I don't know, it was exciting. And but it wasn't like so much where it was like overwhelming, where it was like, oh my gosh, there's too much theming. I didn't think that. I thought it transitioned well in different parts of the ship.
Right.
It was well thought. It wasn't just like, oh, we're going to throw this here and this over there. It was everything transitioned the way it should be. So I just want to talk about the layout as well. I thought the layout was great. There was a couple of things that were a little bit, okay, that's kind of weird, and we'll talk about. But as far as like the elevators go, I feel like that has been something that people have been frustrated with is their elevator system. I had no problem with the elevator system. I thought where the elevators were perfect. They were in the right location, the right area. And we never had this issue where it's like, oh, I wish the elevator would be over here instead. And that's why I was a little bit confused because there has been a lot of hate of people like freaking out about the elevators. I'm like, it didn't even faze me.
Yeah.
I thought with the Disney Wish, the crowd control was the best it has ever been on a cruise ship.
Right.
How everything was laid out.
And it's like, as far as ships goes, that was probably the one we've been on that has the most people, and it didn't feel that way
Not at all. Because of how it was laid out.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I think there was a lot of thought in how we're going to put people over here, and people are going to be over here, and people are going to be over there. That way it doesn't feel like everyone's on top of each other. There was never a time where I was like, man, this is packed. Like, this is overwhelming. Even the shows, when everyone was out on deck.
Yeah.
And I feel like that had to do a lot with the layout of the ship.
Yeah, I agree.
The food was the best. Like, hands down.
It was amazing.
The best food we've had on a Disney cruise.
My only complaint is that we couldn't stay longer to enjoy it more because I feel like
Seriously.
we didn't get, I don't know, just all of the food on the deck that you can get by the pool. I just feel like I didn't get to try everything because of the time. And Marceline Market, I wish we could have gone there more too because everything there was amazing. Like, it was so good. I thought they did a great job with the variety.
Yeah.
The variety
Seriously, the
is
variety
so
was...
nice. At Marceline's Market, it's, I mean, you name it, they have it. And then on the deck, it's so nice that,
You can have
don't
tacos
get me wrong,
now, taco bowls.
I love chicken tenders and burgers, and they have that too. Yeah, but yeah, now with having like the taco bowls and the whole barbecue section, having ribs, like all of that, it was so cool.
So
I
cool.
loved their food options.
Their food was just 100% elevated. Like, I can't even compare, like, the ships. Like, we've had questions of, like, hey, like, as far as the food goes, like, what ship has better food? Well, it was the Wish. Like, there's just no comparison. Like, even at like our rotational dining. The food was better there. There's obviously some things I missed on the other ships that they didn't offer on this one. But man, yeah, like the Marcelina's Market, which is like cabanas.
Their buffet.
The variety, the food they offered was so elevated and hands down the best cruise food we've had. So I have no complaints over the food.
Not at all.
And like Lacey, I guess that's our complaint, is that we didn't experience all of it, because there was, we're there for 3 days. And
only so much.
I'm looking forward to the Wish to be able to like be a
day.
longer cruise if that ever happens, because just their food was so good. And like, I was just like crazy, because I'm like, man, this is awesome. I can make a burrito on deck. I can your sister, she had a burrito bowl.
Right.
You got some ribs
tacos,
on a
ribs.
pole deck.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fantastic.
And pulled pork, like all of that kind of food. And then, you've got your classic pizza on there. That's amazing. Chicken strips, burgers, all that too, which I love. They still kept that.
Yeah.
But just adding the extra options was so cool. And then with Marceline Market, they still had like the stuff I love from the other ships, like the crab legs and the shrimp and stuff. But then
breakfast was elevated too.
Yeah.
Like it was amazing. Like, and I really liked how they served you, rather than you serving yourself on this one. Whenever you think of like someone serving you, think, oh, it's going to take longer. It didn't. They had so many people helping you out, and the way the stations were, they're more stationed, right? So it wasn't like a line. That you went through like on the other ships. It was like there was like over here was baked goods, over here was like pastas, over here, it was all kind of like,
again, which helped with crowd control. You weren't like waiting, in line for all the stuff that you're like, I don't want any of that, but you can't.
I'm just here for the mac and cheese
to go around them. Because it was like, well, if you don't see anything in this area you don't like, you have a whole
you always
other
feel
area
weird
to go to.
And, it was just like, I want to go right here. The desserts were over here. I don't know, and fantastic. Now let's talk about something though. Like, we found a really cool spot to sit at Marceline's Market.
We did.
When you first walk in, you just take a right.
And then like go back around a corner.
For reference, it's on it's when we went to Castaway Cay. We actually showed you exactly where we sat.
And there was like nobody.
No, and there's a drink station right next to you. There's coffee, there's drinks all right there.
So when you needed to get your refills, it was really nice and close.
Now, if maybe it was our cruise that it wasn't booked.
You guys are gonna go and be like, it was so packed. I don't know what they're talking about.
But it was just nice if you can get a table there. What's cool about it is the drink station's right next. Is so close, and so that's really nice.
But I think it was always like not very packed, because I didn't think to go over there. It is hidden, because you think when you go in, you get your food and then you'll go find a spot, or if you find a spot first, you wouldn't really go back. I don't know, because it's not closer to the food.
Yeah.
But we liked it because it's like once you get all your food, you got a place, and then your drinks to refill.
Yes.
So anyways.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know already, we really enjoyed the food. Let's talk about our stateroom. Stateroom was perfect. We had 5 people. We had 3 adults and 2 kids in there. And
so we got the Family Deluxe.
And it came with a Murphy bed.
Yeah.
And it was really cool, because with the Murphy bed is when during the day they put it up for you, and so you have all this extra room in there, just to kind of waltz around, get ready, whatever. But what's really cool actually is we discovered is in the mornings, because we had a veranda, and with the Murphy bed goes down and it almost acts as another bench.
Yeah.
So you have the sliding glass door open to your stateroom. And you can have a couple people sitting there as well as 2 people sitting out on deck, and it was nice. We're dealing with natural light right now, and there's a
big cloud.
It's super cloudy, so it's like
dark.
And I'm like too lazy to get our big light out right now, so you're gonna probably deal with the light coming and going. Anyway, so the stateroom I think was awesome. We like I said, we had a lot of questions about, hey, was it like big enough for everyone? It totally was. It felt roomy.
Very roomy, which is very odd for a cruise stateroom. They're always so tight, but it felt like we had so much space. And during the day, I know the boys were like playing with some of their cars and toys on the ground. I was like, wow, like there's a lot of space in this room.
Because that Murphy bed goes up.
Yeah.
I think some of the rooms, they actually have like an extra chair or something like that, but we didn't have that chair because we had the Murphy bed.
Yeah.
But for having that many people in the room, it was perfect. Also on the Murphy bed, I don't know if I showed this in one of the videos, but there's a cabinet that opened up and you can actually store even more clothes, like more cubbies for clothes and stuff. And so we had plenty of room to actually unpack everything.
I loved the new bathroom look and how they have like the glass door, and just it was so bright in the room. I loved how bright it felt.
Yep.
The vanity area, they have like so much shelving space than we've had in the past. I absolutely loved the rooms. I think that part of it was like so fun because it just you know, at the end of the day, it's like it just felt so cozy. And let's talk about at night, how cozy it was with their like night light setting.
Yeah, they have like this dim setting.
It was so relaxing when you'd walk in there. But I thought that was really, really neat. So when you'd go in your room at night, when they, you know, turn everything down, they had to have just like the perfect night setting to see, you know, what you want to see. But it just felt so like warm and cozy in there.
Perfect.
So I think that's one of the reasons where one night we're like, let's just stay in the room and watch a movie.
Yeah,
it's just so cool.
It was nice. Again, 3 adults, 2 kids. We did not feel crowded at all with each other.
Yeah.
And it was perfect. Really enjoyed the stateroom. Okay, so now for like the pools, like the kids' pools. We've had a lot of mixed reviews of people saying they didn't like it because they took away like the big main pool or whatever, and they have like different kind of pools.
A lot of separate pools.
Yeah, lots of separate pools. And we loved it. Our kids loved it. Again, it was crowd control. Like there's only so many kids you can fit in the main pool that they have on all the other ships anyway.
Where you're not like everybody's swimming
it's really not that big anyway, like if you think about it. And so the fact that they're just like, okay, we're going to put a pool here, pool here, pool here, pool here.
It was cool. They had like a Minnie and Mickey pool, a Donald pool, a Daisy pool, you know, a Goofy pool. So they were just all over the place. And it was really fun for the kids because they got to pick a different one. And it wasn't like everybody's all in one. And you can still see the funnel vision.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It was like stadium seating for the funnel vision. Yeah. Like, but you're, you know, stadium pool seating.
Right.
And that was cool because it was all like elevated so you can see the...
Watch the movie.
And I don't know, I thought it was great, and the boys loved it. They loved kind of figuring out what their favorite pool was.
They loved the Donald pool. They said it was the warmest, so.
I mean, that concerns me for reasons. But so we're gonna talk about the laundry room. Okay, so now most of the ships, the laundry room is like, I believe it's like on every single like deck, or I mean like where their staterooms at. They have a laundromat. This one it wasn't. It was just like I think it was, I don't remember, deck 8 maybe. But it was on one deck, and so everyone had to go to that deck. So that was interesting. And also I got lost. I couldn't find where it was at. So if you're looking where the laundry room is, because it was so confusing trying to find it on your app, like for whatever reason, for me anyway. But it's by the elevator banks, just so you know. Like go to the elevators. I think it's like midship or something. I think. Don't quote me on that. But it's just by the elevator banks. And you'll see it on like deck 8. Anyway, I loved it though. I thought it was cool having just kind of a one-stop shop.
Again, it was themed really cool.
There were so many washers and so many dryers, and I love that because I found before there was times when the washers and dryers were full, and I had to go to a different deck anyway. So the fact is, like, hey, we're just gonna make one area, have a ton of them, and it'll be good to go. I thought it was great. It was seamless. It was easy to use. But I'm like, man, if they keep on making more ships, I am all about just making a laundromat. Just make one big area rather than a bunch of small ones.
I have never done laundry on the ship. I refuse to do laundry when I'm on vacation because I do all the time.
It's so funny because
I'm like, nope.
I like doing laundry
but
on
then
vacations.
I was like, can you wash these pants for me though?
I don't know why it's weird. I enjoy doing laundry on vacations. I don't know what it is.
Hate it.
It's weird, but whatever.
Okay, let's talk about the kids club.
Oh my gosh.
The kids club is so cool on this ship. Like, just starting with the slide, like, come on, to get to the kids club. Yeah. It's just like your entrance to get there is so
fast
cool.
Slide.
It's very fast.
Like I was like, this is a little too fast for me.
There's so much to do, and the boys loved it. And I think thinking about the other kids clubs on the other ships, they're gonna be like, oh, the Wish had this and the Wish had this because they really top-notch like kids club on the Wish.
Yeah.
There is so many cool things.
Well, our kids have never really enjoyed the kids club in previous ships.
Yeah.
They get bored pretty fast. This is the first time where they're like, we want to go back.
Right.
And that was cool.
Really liked it.
That was cool. They did a great job, I think, understanding like the kids in our day and age now and like what they're into and age level.
Yeah.
And they really got that.
The Star Wars area, the Avengers area.
And also the toddlers area.
Yeah, that was so needed because that age range they just need, an area just to play. They have the little slides, the little captain
around.
area.
Yep.
And I love how they have the gates where they can close it and use it for the nursery and just for the kids club. That was brilliant.
Like an all-purpose kind of room. It was
great layout for the kids club.
It's just honestly, when I heard the words come out of Landon and Tucker saying, "Can we go back to the kids club?" I was like, they nailed it. They really did.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just because of the history of our kids, of like the fact that they didn't really care for the kids club and the other ones. And
Well, they'd rather go to the pool every time they choose the pool. And
this is why they nailed it, though. Well, there was multiple reasons, but I think one of the reasons why they nailed it was they wanted to continue going back because they wanted to level up
with their Avenger thing.
And I think there was things like that was happening to where it was bringing them back. It was inviting them back. And that's what's cool about it, is that they thought about that, of like, how can we get these kids back in?
Right.
Yeah.
And they really liked the Captain Mickey area because Tucker would tell me every time, I steered the ship, and you got to do that.
My favorite thing is when we're like, hey, we're like, Landon, stay with Tucker, please, okay?
Stay together.
And then all of a sudden, I guess Tucker would just like run off, just like go right to the Captain Minnie at Mickey area.
Well, they went to the bathroom one time. And he's like, I came out and he was gone. So Landon went and asked one of the like counselors, like, I can't find my brother, and so they can track him on their band. They're like, oh, he's in here, like steering the ship, and he's like, Tucker, and he's like, sorry, just kept going over there.
We can talk about the kids stuff all day long. So if you guys have any more questions, let us know in the comments below, and we might do like a video that's just kind of dedicated towards kid stuff. So yeah, let us know any of those questions to kind of help us build those videos out.
All right, now the AquaMouse. You guys, it felt like we were in the theme parks because you're like when you're in the line. I love that feeling that you're like about to go on an attraction. It truly is like an attraction, and it's so much fun. We rode it. You guys rode it like 3 times once in the morning. Well, that's
our tip. And obviously things change, but if you're gonna ride it, go right in the morning, right when it opens. We also did it on a day at Port, and that helped the lines as well. But yeah, we rode like 3 or 4 times and waited. We like walked on.
Yeah,
it's amazing, and I loved how every day has a different story.
Yeah.
But what was cool is like it took me a couple times to grasp the storyline that was happening, which is kind of cool too.
And you see new things every time you go on it. I remember seeing towards the end of it, like they had a little, like the cartoon Mickey and Minnie or something. And I was like, oh, did you see that? Like they just, there's so much to see in it. It was fun. They did a great job.
The boys loved it. So those are some of the things that we did. Like we're going to answer some more of your questions, which will kind of go in more detail over some other things. But as far as the things we didn't like, the cons. Lacey.
We don't have a lot.
We don't.
Okay, we do have one that right off the bat, I know we both agree on.
Yeah.
Was the adult area.
Yeah.
So the pool we didn't love. No. It's not very open there.
No.
Which some people might love about it. And it's nice. They have the infinity pool and they have all these different pools you can put your feet in. But I didn't feel like they had this like main like pool to like
a lounge
hang
pool.
Out with your friends and everybody join in. It just felt very, I don't know. It just the whole feeling of it felt a little congested.
Like I felt like if there was already a party in there, you weren't invited.
Exactly.
Now the
like you weren't invited. Like I feel like if you go in, everybody's gonna be like, I'm invited to you.
What you doing here, dude? Like, and that's how I felt because of how it was already as small as it is. But the other ships, they have a big pool, and so if you go in there, everyone's already in there.
And everybody can like lay out around it
and
too.
I feel like there was more. There's more conversation and more adulting that happens on the other ships, and I felt like it was very cliquey in this one.
Yeah.
I feel like it was high school all over again. I'm like, am I not invited over on this? Like, can I not eat at this lunch table? Like, that's how I felt. Now, maybe there was more, but I only saw 1 hot tub.
In the adults area.
Yeah. Now, I know there's
that might be for a reason. They're done with the hot tubs with the kids in the main area.
Sure.
I don't know, because only
but I mean, when there's 1 hot tub, you couldn't even get in the hot tub. And I like being in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Now I know that I think there's hot tubs in the rainforest room, which we didn't go, but it's an extra fee and it's expensive. Yeah. I think next time we'll probably try to do that. Yeah. I think we like doing a rainforest when it's on a longer cruise, honestly, because there's so much to do on 3 nights.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But I think they have hot tubs there. So that's cool that they have them there, because at the other ships, they don't have hot tubs in the rainforest. And I'm like, that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we didn't experience it, so don't quote us on that. But I'm pretty sure they do, and that's legit. Another thing that I honestly am very mad about. Like, I am so mad about this. Like, to the point... I don't even know
where you're going.
Well, to the point where I'm like, Disney Wish, how dare you? How dare you do this? And that is, you can't get pizza at room service.
Oh.
Like, what?
I forgot about that.
What happened? Why? Like, I was so shocked that you couldn't get. I'm like,
Did you ever ask?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. And she's like,
But I thought it just wasn't on the menu.
No, we don't. And I get, like, what is Daisy's? Daisy's Pizzeria. I want to say Pinocchio
Delights.
so bad. Daisy's Delights. I get they're open till like 1 a.m. or something like that. Great. I want to be in my room and order pizza.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did you take that away?
I don't know. Probably
Now,
because
do they? I'm curious.
Abuse it like you.
They took it away because of me. I'm curious. If you guys have sailed on any other ships like in the last like month, can you still get pizza for room service? Have they taken it away on all the ships, or was it just the Wish?
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
Good
bro,
question.
like this is crazy. So that was a huge issue for me. A huge issue.
I can see that.
Yeah. Okay, now we are going to answer some of your questions. This is the thing. We had a lot of questions. And there was several questions that were kind of just general, like Disney Cruise.
Disney Cruise.
So we will be doing like a Disney Cruise Q&A later.
Right.
So we will take some of your questions. And again, if you have any more general Disney Cruise questions or wish to, please comment below. We'll do some more videos.
Yeah. Also, we did get one question that was very popular. We got it several times from you guys. And we thought that question we're going to save for another video because it's going to take a while. And
it's not an easy answer. And that's what I've been when you guys
like
DM
one
us,
answer.
I've been like, we're going to have a video come out because it's not just a one answer kind of a thing.
But the question is why we chose to do our Disney cruise before going to the parks and why we did it that way. Because a lot of you guys, when you do Disney cruise, you pair it with going to Disney World. And so we're going to share why we did it that way.
Yeah, because a lot of you guys are like, hey, we've been hearing to do the other way, but why do you do this way?
Yeah.
There is a method to our madness, and we're going to go in detail over that in a different video.
Anyway.
Another question that we got a ton was like the ranking of the ships. And so we haven't forgot, we will talk about like what our favorite ship has been so far. That'll be our last question and answer. But here we go. First question.
What was the big show on the Wish? So that was Seize the Adventure, and that was another thing we saved to talk about now than we did at the beginning with things we loved. But I love that show. It's about Goofy's kind of like the main guy, like character in it, and I won't share everything because I don't want to spoil it, but he gets to take over the ship.
Yeah, he wants to be captain.
Loved it. It was hilarious. It brought all the Disney magic feels in it.
That was great.
They did a fabulous job.
Yeah.
Loved it.
It was just nice having a different show because we've seen the same shows for a while, so it was nice doing that. Little Mermaid was another show. I thought they did a great job.
Great job.
The stage was amazing. How it looked like it was like
the waves.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Anyway, so I mean, gosh, Disney has just the best shows. They have the best shows.
Don't miss the shows, you guys.
Don't miss the shows.
Great.
Let's talk about the theater really fast. I thought the theater was amazing.
How they have
the balcony
double deck
seating.
Double decker.
We stay in the balcony. I like the balcony personally, but it was I don't know. I like the theming, the colors. The lights, like the studio lights they had. I mean, it was just like top notch. Yeah. It was fantastic. And the sound quality in that, I was just like nerding out for days. I'm like looking at the speakers and the speaker stacks and stuff. I'm like, this is amazing. Anyway.
Best hidden gem in the ship, relaxing and fun. So we shared this in our vlogs, but we found a secret pool, so we say. It's actually the Chip and Dale pool. It was on deck 13.
14. I think it's 14. Because you get on 13, but you go up another.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Forward.
I think we said in our video 13.
I know.
But I think we were wrong. 14, you go up one, and it's forward. And
some people thought we were talking about the concierge pool.
It's not the concierge pool.
Trust me, we're not invading the concierge pool. It wasn't.
And we're not telling you guys to invade the concierge.
It was a Chip and Dale pool. Yeah.
Has a little fountain. There's like seats around, and there's you have to go like down the sides of the ship to get to it. It's not all with the other pools by the funnel vision. So it felt kind of like, it just felt a little bit more quiet. This
is the thing. The best way I can explain this area was that it was like a hybrid of adult and kid.
Yeah.
Because it was quieter than the area where all the pools are at.
Yeah.
But it was still had a lounge lots of lounge areas.
But then it's for kids too, so it's not super deep, so they can play.
The reason why we knew like it was like a spot where it was kind of hidden, where a lot of people don't know about it, is because all the pools were closed when we went over there. They were cleaning them, or something happened. I don't know, but most of the pools were closed. I think maybe one was open. Most of the pools are closed, and so we went over there and found it, and was there. So Chippendale Pool, do that.
Favorite food item on the Wish. So we talked about food earlier, you guys. We loved it. I do have to say, I'll say two things, okay?
Okay.
At Marceline's Market, I love the charcuterie board.
Oh, that was great.
So good.
So good.
Get that. And then as far as rotational dining, we loved the menu at 1923.
Yep.
From the appetizers to the desserts to the main entree.
Everything.
All 10 out of 10. We loved, I hope they keep that menu there because it's just, and that place to eat too, you can actually like have a conversation and enjoy your food and talk about it because there's no shows going on. So we really enjoyed it.
I wish I could say I had like a favorite food, but there was just so many options and everything was so good. And so it's hard for me to like pinpoint. But guys, I just love the pizza so much. Like that will always be my favorite thing, and that's why I was so mad about room service.
Yeah.
Because when I don't know why it is, like when I'm like cruising, I'm like, I just want pizza. I know that's stupid, and I should want other things.
It's not, because I'm gonna say with that the chicken strips and their honey mustard.
The honey mustard though.
So good.
Marceline's Market was so amazing that there was so many options. Like there was that pasta that I got.
It was like a orzo type of pasta,
so
like with
good.
the pesto.
Their salads were. I mean, I don't know. There's just so many good options. Charging ports, outlets in the stateroom. How many are there? I'm gonna go ahead and link our stateroom tour video below because it actually shows like, you know, all the different ports and stuff. They had quite a bit. They had USB-C also, USB. We also bring like a travel adapter that will link below too, because they have a European outlet area
next to your bed.
So if you take that too, plug that in, then you just have more options to be able to charge your stuff. But we didn't have any problems, and we charge a lot of things. But because of that, having that travel adapter, we were good to go. Please share your thoughts on the layout and theme dining on the Wish as compared to other ships, given other negative reviews on the Wish. I'm curious your thoughts given you've sailed on several of the other ships too.
So with the dining, they have...
This is a good question, by the way.
Yeah.
Because we're going to dive into this for a minute.
We didn't talk about this with the cons, but we're going to kind of share a little bit. Like,
a little bit cons.
Because they have the Frozen restaurant, they have the Avengers in 1923. We already talked about 1923. We loved it. But the Frozen and the Avengers, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
You can get a little, like, overstimulated.
As adults, even. I did like it. I enjoyed it.
They're great shows. It's so fun.
But it was a lot. There was a reason why we liked 1923 a lot.
Yeah.
Because of... we can enjoy each other's conversation.
Yeah.
So I'm glad.
Talk about the food.
I'm very glad that Disney Wish had a restaurant that there was entertainment.
And that's the thing is, I think
they did it on purpose.
You don't have to be entertained 24/7. But like on the other ships, when it's art of animation, you know, you get to see everything on the wall, and there's that magic, and they have the little show at the end.
Like a Kiss Goodnight kind of thing. Which are like, this actually, okay, so I wonder, I'm going to pose a question. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Who've been on this. I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you think it's a one and done kind of thing? Like as far as like
I've seen this show already with like Frozen and the Avengers.
Like is it one of those things where it's like it was cool, but like I don't know if I would want to, like if I went on the Disney Wish again, I'm like maybe we would just opt out for dinner somewhere and do something else.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know, because I love their dinners, but I'm just like, the show almost felt like it's a one-time thing, because it wasn't like Animator's Palette, where it's like you want to go back and do it again and again and again, and it's like, it's exciting, like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go back. Yeah. Here, I'm just like, I don't know if I want to sit through the entire show again. And
then, like, I remember in Frozen, I'm like, how's your meal? Good, how's yours? The show is so cool. The singing's amazing. It's nothing against it, but it just,
I just don't know if I want to sit through it again.
Jam.
Yeah. You know what I liked is we went back to Arendelle for breakfast, and there was no entertainment.
No. And we actually got to like see.
It was awesome.
The restaurant.
And I was just like, okay, so maybe one day the Disney Wish it'll be longer. Maybe it'll be like a 7-night. They'll open up for 7-night, and maybe that's what they'll do. Maybe there'll be a night where it'll just be chill.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Because I enjoy just being in that room when it wasn't like like just loud and music and
But think about the other ones we've done, because we've done the Tiana's restaurant and on the Wonder, and then Rapunzel's on the Magic, and those are really great too. And we went to those, they do it twice, so they kind of would change up the show. If the Wish does do longer itineraries, if they'll just do like a different show. You know what I mean? Because that's what they're doing already.
And this is the thing, like, it was a great show. It just was. I mean, it was awesome, but it was a lot at the same time. So, I don't know. It's a kind of a mixed con. Like, there's pros and cons into that, and I don't really know how I feel about it.
Right. And some of you guys asked
and
the questions.
That's the cool thing. Like, I guess that's the weird thing about it is, like, we don't know how we feel about it.
But here's the thing that could answer it, because some of you guys asked, would you guys do the Wish again? Would that turn you away? Like, the restaurants are not going again?
No.
I would say absolutely not.
No, we would definitely go on the Wish again. Yeah. For sure.
So those are just a few of our personal thoughts, but honestly, there's so much of these restaurants that we loved. I love at the end of Arendelle, like, you gotta wave your napkin and sing.
It was a lot of fun. It was. We were entertained.
Had a blast.
We were entertained.
You will be entertained.
Yeah.
But we're just saying, it's just expect that going into it, knowing it, you're gonna have entertainment the whole time, and it is a show, like a dinner show. And if you have that mindset, I think it's fine.
But I think that was one thing that we didn't really. I mean, I knew that there's entertainment, but I didn't know it was like that much entertainment. And I think if we went on the Disney Wish again, I think I don't know. You know, maybe it is going to be something that we look forward to again to seeing.
Yeah.
Time will tell with that. It's hard to know. But I think when I walked away from that, I'm like, okay, I've seen it. Like, cool. But there is a lot of aspects that it was fun. It was cool seeing the kids' faces, and you were entertained.
Yep.
You were entertained.
And the Avengers, I would for sure see that again, because the boys were totally into that. And the Spider-Man
coming in, that was really cool.
I thought
and
that
it was
cool.
funny. It was a funny show.
It was.
And that wasn't as bad as I think Arendelle was just that was the most intense one. There was just so much going on all the time. Like, I went to the bathroom, I come back and Olaf is like right in my face. I'm like, what are you doing here? Like, it was just like everyone.
Everywhere you turn. And
then it was funny because Kristoff and Anna came over and they're like talking about like their wedding and thank you so much for coming, whatever. And I was like, well, thank you for inviting us. And they're all like, she almost broke character.
Yeah.
She like started like out of her character laugh. Yeah. Like almost just like who says that?
Thank you for inviting us. Like, well, you paid a lot to be here, sir.
So funny. Anyway, it was a good time. Yeah. For sure. Okay, we got this question so much, and this is gonna be the last question we answer, and that was, how would you rank the ship that you have been on? My family went on the Dream last year and are looking at doing the Wish or Treasure next.
Yeah, and a lot of you guys are asking now, what is our favorite ship with being on other ones compared to the Wish?
So again, we've been on the Wonder,
Fantasy,
Magic, the Magic, and now the Wish. And so if we had to rank our favorite ship up to this date, Lacey, what would it be?
The Wish.
It would be the Wish.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it. Seriously, loved it. And again, the kids area was amazing for the boys. I still love the other ships, and we would still cruise the other ships.
Absolutely.
For sure. Yeah. We love cruising. But we did love, I think we just want to explore more. We want to see more of the ship. We want to, there's other things.
A lot. Not a lot to see everything.
Yeah. So, and we are looking forward to the Treasure for sure. And so knowing like the direction Disney's going, we are very excited about it. We're excited about the new ships coming out. Actually, it was really funny because one of you guys went back way in the archives of our videos. Like, we're talking about 5 years.
It's an old video.
4 years. I don't even know. But we had a Disney, like, I don't know, Q&A or video a long time, a Disney cruise. And we talked about the next ship that was coming out. And they didn't have a name for it. And we were like, it would be cool if it was called The Wish.
Yeah, because one of you guys' questions was like, if you could name the ship, next ship, what would it be?
And we named it The Wish. And someone's like, wow, you guys were right.
It's so funny.
And then we got this comment.
We didn't even
what
realize
video
that.
is this?
I know.
And we watched it. We're like, we nailed it. So anyway, thanks for if you're watching this video, like, comment below, let us know like who you are again, because that was hilarious. But
Disney.
Yeah, Disney. I mean,
you're welcome.
Yeah, you are welcome.
I'm sure they saw that.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, that's a great idea. Okay, there's a lot more we can discuss. So if you have any more questions, let us know below. If it's just Disney cruise in general, if it's talking about kids stuff like tricks or tips or whatever.
Yeah.
Or if it's talking even more about the Wish, because we may do another video about the Wish too, just depending on what questions we get. And stay tuned for the Disney Cruise Q&A, but also the video talking about why we did the parks after the cruise. I thought we were going to finish talking together.
We were almost there.
Anyway. We love you guys. Thank you so much. We also have a playlist that has like Disney cruise info.
Yeah.
That will link below as well. Also all of our vlogs. And it would mean the world to us if you would subscribe and also like this video. It actually really helps the channel if you like the video. It really supports our channel and putting out more videos. And we do other videos too. We do like travel stuff, also lifestyle, like we do like Costco hauls and just vlogs, weekly vlogs and stuff. We just appreciate all you guys and all your support. Other than that, we will see you in the next one. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.